Born and raised in Belfast, Leah Davis is an exceptional young artist, painter and photographer. She graduated from the Ulster University in 2021 with a degree in fine art, and her work has been exhibited as part of the RUA's annual show and purchased by the Arts Council for their private collection. Since early last year, Leah has been working from her studio in the Duncairn Art Centre, where she holds the position of Artist in Residence.
My name's Leah Davis. I'm 22 years old. I'm an artist from West Belfast and I'm the artist in resident here at the Duncairn Centre in North Belfast. I'm a painter, and what I do is I paint what's around me. I paint the people that are around me, and I respond to what's happening around me through my work and paint or taking photos or a bit of drawing work or whatever form of art I feel. I just respond to that in a natural way through my artwork. Throughout my work, there's always an essence of people. I've always been drawn to paint, draw, or respond to the people around me. Many of them being family members or close relationships. And that's something I always find that I respond to within my work. Is something I've always done, and I'm not really sure why. It's just been a natural thing that I've done for as long as I can remember. I'm constantly an observer. I observe everything every day, constantly gathering information, ideas, taking everything in, just really reading everything constantly, being analytical and taking it all in. Yeah, but that's just who I am anyway as an artist. That's just a part of yourself that you just unknowingly do that. Well, I would sketch a lot. Drawing is a big part of my practice. My drawings then feed into my paintwork. So I've tons of sketchbooks. If I'm out and about drawing from life, if I see someone that's sitting there, do a drawing of them or whatever, always carry a sketchbook on me. I like to also imitate the way in which I draw into my artwork, in a sense that the way that I use the paintbrush and how it folds and moves onto the canvas is the way in which I kind of draw in my sketchbook, but only with paint. So it does play a big part in the final pieces that I get to in my work. A common theme throughout my practice is the human form and how that correlates with the negative space that surrounds it. How the figure moves, how it sits in a space, and the relationship with the figure and the space and portraiture and all that kind of thing. It's just, I've always painted people, not sure why, it's just always happened. It's an interest to me. But through doing life drawing classes and all that kind of thing, it's started to grow on to more of the space and the external space and the relationship of natural surroundings and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's mainly other people that I would paint, and then I would go to more intimate, smaller pieces. So I grow from scale to scale, extremely small to extremely big, and I jump from size to size, and close-ups or far away sort of studies. So yeah, it's just a running theme within my practice.
It was in St. Louise's comprehensive school off the Falls Road where Leah first realised that art could be a possible career choice. This was mainly thanks to the guidance and influence of her art teacher, Mairead Robb.
So at St. Louise's, that's where I kind of realised that art was a real possibility for me, as in my future, and where I could grow as an artist. So that's where I really took it seriously and had people that I could talk to about my art.
So my first memories of Leah were in her year 11 GCSE class. So it wasn't a particularly big class. In fact, if I remember rightly, there was maybe only about 12 girls in that class. So you got to know the girls and their personalities quite quickly because there was only 12 of them. And Leah was incredibly shy, incredibly quiet. Working with Leah, was a pleasure. There's nothing really challenging in working with somebody who loves art, and you're an art teacher. You've already got a bond there. But the first memories are, of course, wow, we've got something here. As a teacher, you can see those elements to go, she's going to be amazing. And you could see that even in year 11.
When I was doing my GCSEs, that's when Maria joined St. Louise's, and me and her grew very close, along with the rest of the art department. They were very good in guiding me and helping me to grow to who I am and where I am now, yeah.
So I guess that we spark of our personalities working together, but dragging, Leah out of her comfort zone sometimes was just making her feel confident and comfortable in working outside mediums that she perhaps was very comfortable with.
At that stage, then I started to experiment with oil painting. When I got into sixth form, I started to experiment, and I was going, oh my God, I really like this. And so I painted my final pieces in school in oil paint, and that's where I found my love for oils. And it's just basically grown since there. I called down to St. Louise's to see their end of year show down in the art department, and it was really weird being back. I've been back like a couple of times. I remember doing an artist talk maybe a year or so ago now, but I was back there just a couple of months ago, just before summer, and I was seeing their wee end of year show, and it was dead weird. I'm walking down the hallways, and there's some of my old work of when I was in GCSE and like A level, and you can't help but cringe. But you go, oh my God, how's that my work? But it shows you how much I've grown.
They love saying that when it's a past pupil, you're not showing them some white male artist who grew up in a luxury background and had enough money to go to top university or college in London. You're showing them this could be you. Leah sat in that chair. Leah sat in that chair. This could be you. And you can achieve your goals. You can achieve your dreams. It's very challenging for a young person to say, I want to be an artist, and for you as a teacher to stand over that, because realistically, how are they going to make a living? You have a responsibility there, but you don't want to stifle their creativity. So you show them people like Leah, and you give them the whole picture. She just doesn't paint. She has to do, other commissions and workshops and think outside the box and problem solve.
I'm from a working class background. I'm from West Belfast, and I've always been very independent when it comes to my work and who I am as a person, and I know how crucial it is to have a bit of guidance and to have someone to talk to and to say, you can get a job in the arts sector, you can be a painter, you can be a self-employed artist even if you want to. And even if someone told me that last year, I wouldn't have believed them, but that's where I am now. And at the age of 22, that is something that now I'm realising, oh right, okay, that's something that I am actually proud of. Ulster University is where I found my independence as an artist, because you're sort of, you're on your own and you start to grow as an individual artist and as an independent person. So I was in Ulster Uni for 3 years studying fine art painting, graduated a year ago, and it was in the midst of COVID as well, so it was really, really difficult, but which I feel gave me a bit of a push, and that independence of being an artist, I really found that once I started. So I made great friends, and there was great people working at the uni and the tutors and these professional artists and stuff too. So I put forward work for the RUA because we never really had a final end of year show open to the public. So one of my large scale pieces, I think it was 6 feet by 5 feet. It was a real intimate painting, and it was one of my pieces called Look, and I put it forward for the RUA, and I was lucky enough to have that exhibited for the 140th anniversary of the Royal Ulster Academy of Arts and the Ulster Museum, which then got sold to the Arts Council as part of their permanent collection. So it was a great opportunity for me, to showcase some of my work. So I've been here in the Duncairn for about 6 months now, and it's been great. I've met other great artists and worked alongside other people, and it's opened a lot of paths for me as a new and young painter. So I have a studio space here now, and it's been absolutely great so far. I'm really excited for what happens in the future here. So we done a photo walk project with the Belfast Health and Social Care Trust, and with money through the Arts Council. I was the artist that walked around with a load of groups around North Belfast, so it was very personal to them, and it was all about making art accessible, to take good photos off your phone and not having to spend too much money to get these high-end cameras or all that kind of thing, because there's not a lot of people that have that and that can do that. So we walked around for a couple of hours on a Saturday, taking photos, and I would teach them and walk them through how to take good photos on your mobile phone. And afterwards we also had drop-in clinics here where we went through how to edit your photos on free apps on your mobile phone. At the end of it, we had an outdoor exhibition at the Waterworks and up at Marylebone Park, where these beautiful, unbelievable final pieces were on exhibit to the public outdoors. No ones that were pulled down, there was none of that carry on. There was people stopping in the streets and really taking it in, and it was places that these people had known, they're very close to and live by and take it in every day. But it's just seeing these spaces in a whole other viewpoint and a new light through taking good photos and through the art and that kind of thing. So it was a great response, through the people in the local communities. And in the world now, everyone should be active in some shape or form. I'm an artist, so therefore I want to be active through what I do and who I am as a person. And with me doing my part is helping young people, helping those in need through the art, and talking and socialising and bringing out the brightness that these people have through art. Yeah. I recently done the Lord Mayor Commission of John Finucane for the City Hall, which was like one of the youngest painters ever to do, so it was a big thing for me, and especially being a female painter, so breaking barriers and doing new things. It was a great experience. But we're thinking of how we could do something new and fresh to the walls of City Hall, instead of the old school, traditional portraiture paintings. We wanted to do something new, and I feel like that was appropriate with me being an upcoming female painter, and a young painter. It was a challenge, but it was a good challenge, and I feel like it paid off. So the launch night, it was great. Met a load of new people. The support was brilliant. John's family was there, my family was there, and people at the Duncairn, obviously were there supporting us as well. It was absolutely great feedback, and it was something new to me, as a young painter. I'm standing here and I'm unveiling this painting at City Hall alongside people that are, a lot older than what I am, and yet again going back to being from a working class background, from being a wee Westie from West Belfast, and standing there at that point in time, and it sort of had to nip myself and go, okay, I'm proud of myself, I'm here and I'm doing this, and it was a great time, and it's something that I'll remember for a long time, yeah. Well, now I feel like I would really want to take steps back, focus of a lot of new ideas, and I've got things that I want to do for my own practice and pieces to hopefully exhibit in the near future. I'm still working alongside young people and doing work that way, and workshops and reaching out and doing a bit of work through the arts care and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely going to take a step back and refine myself and look inward and do more pieces based on my own personal practice.
Success comes in many ways. Success could come with money, could come with career, could come with extreme joy and happiness in doing something that makes you happy. And if you can get a balance in there, then you've created the right person, to go out into the world and make a difference.
I've hit a road where I'm starting to become successful within myself by being a self-employed artist at the age of 22. I mean, to me, that's something I didn't think I would get to until a lot older of an age, you know. So to me, to be successful is to be able to make a living through creating art, and that's what I want to keep doing.
But we are all in St. Louise extremely proud of Leah. I mean, the art department, but everybody who knew Leah are extremely proud of where she is at the moment.
My work is an organic self-expression.
Okay.
I talk shit.